Hi, welcome to our location at Technical Recce. Right now we're in location number 1 for our film opening. Our first scene takes place in a doctor's office where both the characters in the scene don't really want to talk to each other, and so it's really awkward, and I feel like this room is perfect for that because it's quite small and cramped, so it kind of feels like it could show the audience in a really effective way what David, our main character, is feeling. Also, the room is really white, and so it already kind of looks like a doctor's office where, you know, it's really clean and stuff. It's already quite bare as well, so we can put some posters up to make it look more like a doctor's office. And yeah, I feel like there is some rubbish over here that we can easily get rid of. We can put in a desk to look more like a doctor's desk, and it'll be more realistic.
So in terms of sound, the acoustics in here are pretty great. So I think that if the characters don't really have to speak that loud in order to project their voice, because the acoustics already do that for them. However, I'll still have to pre-record some stuff and Foley as well for when David slams his hand onto the table and when the doctor is typing on the laptop.
The lighting is really good in this room because of these two big windows over here. So it'll look more realistic rather than artificial.
Also, like as the director's job to also like make sure everyone is quiet on set for when we're filming. So it will be quite difficult because of how the acoustics in here, but obviously with good job, we should be able to tackle that.
Yeah, we just need to plan a bit more.
Yeah.
Hi, this is location number 2, again for our doctor's office scene. This room is really big compared to our first location, and I think that will be really useful when we're directing our cast, and it looks more like a doctor's office because there's so much more space, and I feel like the cast will be more natural because they have space to move around in. The only thing I can think about that maybe isn't so good about this location is that there's a lot of posters on the wall, and it's going to take a little bit of work to get those all off. But those blue boards, those are stuck on the wall and we can't take them off, and those don't really feel like they fit in. But with the camera shots, the way it's angled, maybe we don't need to include that. So
yeah, since we only need like that part of the room, because that's where our main proper set is for the doctor's office, since we have the table which looks more professional and not student made, and the background as well. As you can see, the blinds makes it look more natural and professional and stuff. We can get rid of that poster over there. There's a lot of things that are...
yeah, we can definitely clean it up and make it look more sleek and professional. I think that would be really easy to use as well, definitely.
And there's a door at the back, so just in case of like fire or something, it's easy for people to get out and stuff.
Also, there's lots and lots of windows in this room, and so natural light is going to be great in the scene. It's going to look really realistic.
So it'd be great for the director actually. And in terms of sound, I think it's great to manage. I mean, the acoustics in here are pretty great, and the natural buzzing sound as well. So it's less work for the sound designer. And but I will still have to create some pre-recordings and Foley for when he's again slams his hand and the typing. But yeah.
This is location number 3 for our doctor's office scene. Right now we're in this tiny little room and it's completely white, so I think that's really good for establishing that this is a doctor's office because it's all clean and stuff. The only things that I can think about is that we don't have a desk in here, but we can do that easily. And also the floor isn't really what we're used to seeing in a doctor's office. But I think the way we frame our shots, we can, you know, not include that in our film opening.
So in terms of sound, again, it's a bit echoey, which is good since the actors don't have to speak that loud for the sound to travel. I will have to do some Foley for the doctor's typing part, but overall I think it should be okay.
I think we're going to have to be really careful about how we, you know, film it so we can pick up the voices clearly.
Yeah, but obviously we can always do pre-recording.
But I think it'll make it a little bit more dramatic as well because of that echoey sound.
And in terms of directing, lighting in here is pretty great. So I think it's not really worried about, and there's no windows to show the outside, so the weather and stuff is not going to really affect us. So
location number 1 for our second part of the scene. This part takes place in a gym where our main character, David, is really angry and he's by himself and he feels really alone. This part I think will be really good for this scene because the natural light over here is blocked by all these things over here, and so it creates this really dim atmosphere, and I think that will be really useful in showing the audience exactly how David is feeling.
In terms of sound, I think the acoustics in here are pretty great. So when he's actually punching, I think it'll have a bigger effect. But I'll still have to do Foley just to create the sound, to intensify the sound. But the downside is that the actors do have to be like louder for when they are speaking because of the Foley.
It's quite echoey.
Yeah. So it might be a bit tricky, but hopefully we can overcome this.
Also, our main prop in this scene is a boxing bag, and I don't really know if we can use that in this location. This is location number 2 for our gym scene. Right now we're in an abandoned old basement and it's all really graffitied and dark and like flickering lights and urban, and I thought that would be really perfect for David and his gym scene because it's really,
it's really him, like it represents him as a person and about like where he's from and stuff like that.
I think it makes him more real as a character if he's choosing to go like this as part of his boxing thing.
And again over here it's really echoey, which I think it's going to make the sounds of like what he's doing way more dramatic and stuff, and
again you've got that hum in the background as well. So some natural noise.
So to be honest, it's like less work for the sound designer, but obviously there's still going to be able to do a lot of work, some pre-recordings, Foley and stuff like that. And in terms of director, I think because since there's a lot of space, I mean we have a lot of space to use.
We can direct
So we can see like what part of it looks better. And the lighting over there is really bright, which is great if we want a brighter lighting. But over here
I think
dark.
we'll stay around.
But I think we're going to stick to the dark and mysterious because that's what he is.